Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will use these two pieces of beef to make beef soup noodles and beef rice bowl. Just cook once, then you can enjoy it in two ways. Let's check it out. Here are the ingredients. I really like this cut of beef. The center bone gives nice flavor, and after stew for a long time, the meat will be very tender and tasty. The tendon between the lean meat will be super soft and gives the meat complex texture. To make the meat stew delicious, we need a lot of spices. I will put sichuan peppercorn, fennel seed, and cloves into a small metal bowl. Or you can put them into a tea bag like this. Then make a dough for noodles. Add a teaspoon salt in 2 cups of flour. Mix them well, then add 150 grams of water, which is about 3/4 cup of water. It really depends on the flour you use. The flour I use never needs a ton of water. The final goal is to make the dough a little bit hard. I will roll some noodles later. Making noodle is totally optional. You can buy some dry noodles or even use some instant noodle or whatever noodles you have. Cover the dough with plastic wrap and let it sit. Let's process the meat. Cut the meat into 1-inch cubes. Leave a little bit meat on the bone, since after cooking, the meat will separate from the bone itself. Then the size will be good. You can try to cut through this tendon if it's easy to do it, like this. Put all of them into a big bowl. Wash twice, then soak them in some clear water. Let's go process other ingredients. Chop the bottom of garlic. Got a couple pieces of ginger slices. Chop the bottom of green onion into 1-inch long pieces. Leave some green parts and chop into rings. Put them into a different bowl. Go check the dough. Knead the dough for about 1 minute and make the surface smooth. Put the plastic wrap back and leave it aside for later use. It's time to cook this beef. Heat up a big pot of water and add the beef in when the water is cold. Throw in some ginger slice and some green onion pieces. Add some cooking wine. Stir a little bit, then put the lid back. Bring it to boil. When the water is boiling, take out the foam on the top. Then take out all the meat. Pick up these 2 big pieces of bones first. Heat up a big pan. Add some oil. Then put in some ginger slices. Add in the white part of green onion and garlic cloves. Cook until they get a little bit brown. Then break the dry red pepper and throw them in. Add crystal sugar, anise star, and cinnamon. Cook until you can smell them. Then add in all the beef. Try to not add the water in. Cook about 1 minute. We want to burn the surface a little bit. Then add in vinegar. Cook until you can barely smell it. Then add in some cooking wine. soy sauce and brown soy sauce. Cook until all the meat are covered with sauce evenly. Then transfer them into a ceramic pot or any pot you have. Don't miss any of this garlic or ginger. Then rinse the pan with hot water and pour it into the pot. All the good flavor is inside the soup. Transfer the pot to the stove. Add in the bay leaf, white peppercorn powder and some salt. Put some green onion leaves and the rest of cooking oil. Put in the small bowl of spices. Then add water until it covers all the meat. Put the lid back and bring it to boil. Turn down the heat to low when it's boiling and stew for 1 hour. 1 hour later, take out all the green onions. Then add in all the broth bean paste. Stir well, then add in all the rest of the salt. Try the soup. Add some more soy sauce or salt if the soup tastes just okay, since we want it to be slightly saltier for the noodles. Put the lid back and let it cook for another 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, you can separate the meat from bones pretty easily and the meat are already super soft. Then take out some soup for the noodles. Next, take out all the spices and the bones. Then turn off the heat to high. We want to get rid of all the water and it gives the beef more flavor. Cook until you can barely see the soup. Add in half of the MSG and sesame oil. Mix well, then add some green onion. Beef is done. Transfer them into a plate or a bowl. Add the rest of sesame oil and MSG into the soup bowl. Now we are done with the beef stew. Next, the noodles. I'm going to show you how to roll noodles. Flatten a piece of dough first. Then put a lot of flour and roll the dough bigger with this method. Attach the piece of dough on the rolling pin. Then press from center to the side while rolling. Pull it back when you reach the top. Add flour in the middle. Then change the direction and repeat this process. Remember to put some dry flour occasionally. Otherwise, the dough will stick together. Heat up a pot of water while you are doing this. Then you can cook the noodles immediately when you are done. When it's about 1 mm thin, use a small rolling pin to roll the dough more evenly. Then put a lot of flour on and fold like this. Let's go cut them. After cutting them, open like this. Then hold the center. Lift it up and shake it, just like this. We got nice hand-rolled noodles. The water you heated up should be ready. They are fresh noodles. It doesn't take too long. Cook about 1 minute, it's fine. Take them out and transfer into a big bowl. Add some beef and soup. Put on green onion and cilantro. Then we are done. The soup is a little bit spicy, but great when you want some hot noodles. The beef is super soft and the soup is very flavorful. It's super satisfying to eat big piece of meat while eating noodles. Since the meat and the soup are cooked separately, you can eat the beef with rice too. Add some veggies. A nice rice bowl is ready. Please hit subscribe and the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.